It's literally getting to be like anti-broscience.
You gotta be so good that they can't ignore you, especially the ones that ain't done shit for you. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. They stab you in the back and then they ask why you're bleeding.
My name's Alan Roberts. This is Every Damn Day Fitness. Like, subscribe, click this notification bell right over here, and share my videos, motherfuckers. Thank you very much. So, broscience has probably damaged more people's shoulders, backs, bad diets, all that shit than anything else. Like, broscience is like basically the gym guys get together and they tell you what works. It's not necessarily based in science or fact or like that, or physiology or any shit like that. Not necessarily the best way to lift or get gains. That's why you got a lot of people with chicken legs and no fucking, but good chests and shit like that. It's fucking crazy, right? However, as broscience dies off a little bit, it's almost switching the other way a little bit too hard. It really is. Like, I mean, it's almost like anti-broscience, where, people need a fucking study abstract to actually fucking, be able to do anything in the gym. They want to know what the best rep range is via a study abstract, or they want to know, what's the best way to curl is from a fucking study abstract. And don't get me wrong, I'm a science guy. I really believe in the physiology of lifting. I believe, in the basic biological facts and like that. But when it gets to the stage where you're depending on a study to tell you how to fucking curl, or a study to tell you, how to fucking, what rep range you use, chances are you're missing the fucking picture here, people. And here's why. First of all, studies are not always that fucking reliable. Look at the fucking FFMI study. That thing is a piece of fucking toilet paper. It really is. It's a piece of fucking toilet paper. In the study abstract itself, it contradicts itself several fucking times. Yet people still use it because it's a fucking study, right? Not to mention that, but like if you're looking at studies for, for supplements, they can be fucking purchased. Oftentimes studies done on supplement ingredients are done by supplement companies. They just fucking are. If you are going to depend upon a study to tell you anything, or if you see a YouTuber who uses a lot of studies, they should explain that fucking study. Tell you how many people were in a sample group. Shit, there was a fucking study done recently that gave people all sorts of hope that spot reduction of belly fat was possible. It was a study based on 13 fucking obese women for a very short period of fucking time. 13 fucking obese women out of the billions of people was based on 13 fucking people. And it went completely against everything that any other spot reduction study had ever said, but because a study with 13 fucking people in it, going from an obese state, were able to lose a little bit more weight, a little bit more fat on their upper body by the statistical data shown, or their lower body by the statistical data shown. People extrapolated that to, I can lose my fucking belly fat if I do fucking crunches. That's the stupid shit. That's the anti-broscience we're fucking entering in. And that's why when somebody just flashes study abstracts, that's not necessarily real fucking information. It's not, unless you look at the actual fucking study, unless you see if the study was done on actual fucking human beings, because a lot of these studies are done just on mice and people just fucking release that shit out. That's the shit you gotta fucking worry about. And it gets in the way of a lot of fucking, one of the very fucking important principles, and it gets in the way of a lot of people. It really fucking does. Because here's the fucking reality. Go to the fucking gym and work out. Go fucking work out at the fucking gym. Go work out in the fucking park. Go fucking work out over and over and over and over, because that's what gets you results. Working out consistently with a good, clean diet, with sensibly, without getting yourself injured, that is what produces results over the fucking long term. We got so many people who really need to fucking lift, sitting back, looking at their fucking screen, waiting for somebody to fucking flash up the fucking study that's going to show them how to fucking bicep curl. One of the relative things that's going, the thing that's like one of the buzzwords right now in fitness is going to failure. Going to failure is hilarious because we've had several studies say, well, going to failure for this, does good or doesn't do bad. Like, you can see all sorts of people trying to take advantage of these studies that talk about going to failure, whether people should go to failure or not go to failure. But nobody's actually defining out what fucking failure is. Failure to me is very different than failure to most people. Like, if we're doing hammer curls, let's say we have a 50-pound dumbbell in our hand. Is failure when we can't lift that motherfucker up anymore in full range of motion? Or is failure when you've lifted every time you can in full range of motion, then you have to do half range of motion just to finish it off? Or is failure when you have done the half range of motion and full range of motion, can't do that anymore with the 50-pound, and you drop the weight to 40, and then you keep going, and then you drop the weight to 30, and drop the weight to 10, and drop the weight to 5, and drop the weight to 2.5, and then you can't actually pick up any more. You can't actually pick up any more weight. You can't do any more reps with any weight in your hand, so you just use your arm weight. And then you can't lift your arm up anymore. Is that failure? No, that's not failure to me, because then you can still lift your arm up with your other arm and focus on the eccentric. Lift your arm up and focus on the eccentric. And when you can't do that anymore, and you can't actually fucking move the fucking arm, now you've reached fucking failure. The fucking terms are relative. Like, you need to be looking at these studies, and they need to be completely read. You need to actually read the entire parameters of what the study says, that you need to find out what they outline as the actual wording involved in the fucking study. You can't just depend on a fucking study abstract, because that is just a very, very tiny bit of the fucking information in the fucking study. So, while I'm happy that bro science is kind of dying off because it fucked up a lot of fucking people, I just want to, everybody needs to be a little fucking careful about making sure that they don't just wait to tell them what the fucking science is behind everything. They actually need to get into the fucking gym and lift. If you're going safe, if you're going hard, and you're going consistently, you will fucking get results, no matter what fucking study says fucking what. That's just the fucking truth. And that's just my 2 cents in the matter. Hit me up on Instagram at everydamndayfitness. Hit me up on Twitter at everydamnfitness. Also on Facebook at everydamndayfitness. Now on the internet at everydamndayfitness.net. God damn.